There seems to be some anxiety over the increased demand for forex that we're seeing in Nigeria. Run us through, first of all, what's triggered these fears in the first place.
Good morning, Alicia. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about the high demand for currency at the central bank window. If you ask me, these are all street talks. We saw it in the papers, but I want to say those are uninformed decisions because the demand on central bank at the moment, has gotten nothing to do with being high, in the sense that at the central bank window right now, they have, their external reserve is about $40 billion that can finance 17 months of import, which is far in excess of the international acceptable benchmark of 3 months of import. And what the central bank is doing right now, they've been meeting demands, they've been satisfying all the demands at their window. And with that, I don't think that the demand is high at all. The average sale that they've done so far is around 190-something million, and the average demand has been around 245 million so far. So if you ask me, the central bank is in a good position to satisfy all demand. They're in a very good, looking at the oil prices at 82 as at today, and looking at where the benchmark price is, I think the reserves can only grow. The demand at the window is nothing to threaten the central bank at the moment. Yeah, in 2008 and 2009, because of the capital repatriation from all the global crisis, they were threatened, and they had to react. Any responsible central bank would need to react to ensure that it preserves its reserve, which they did at that point in time. But the demand so far, as we've seen at the central bank window, is nothing that can threaten the central bank. Also, there's been a lot of sale of oil company FX, which is an alternative to the central bank. The NNPC has been in the market. The likes of Shell, Chevron, Mobil, they've all been in the market selling dollars to the market. And if you look at the last few auctions, you'll find out that even the amount of demand was lower than what they had on offer. So central bank is in a good position, and their reserves are not threatened at the moment.
Well, certainly we've had the Central Bank of Nigeria step in and try and correct some of the misrepresentation of the facts that we have seen come through in the media. It says that is creating this unnecessary panic in the market. But if we look at actual currency movements that's filtered through, the average exchange rate for the first quarter of 2010 has remained at about 148 Naira to the dollar. To what extent are we looking at a sustainable period of stability here?
If you ask me, the exchange rate, the dollar to Naira has been stable since the beginning of the year. We've seen it hovering around the 149, 150 level since the beginning of the year. There's been no major volatility in the market. The activities in the market are low, turnovers are low, and there's been nothing to threaten, cause depreciation of the currency. We've seen the central bank appreciate the currency. We've also seen them depreciate the currency whenever the need arises. So currently, what the activities we see in the market is nothing that is so significant that can threaten the currency. If you ask me to make my forecast, I see us still remaining in the 150 region for quarter 2, and probably at the end of quarter 4, the maximum will probably be at 154 levels. But if maybe around quarter 3, if we see some inflows as a result of capitalization of the banks, you might even see some appreciation. So overall in the year, I think I see stabilizing around 150 level.